Hi, hello there. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. I am with Farmasi Makeup, and if you've never seen it before, welcome in. I am so excited to show it to you. This is a newer makeup brand. It is based in Turkey, so it is European standards. Very clean, animal cruelty. Many of our products are gluten-free, paraben-free. It's just so many things I can't even go over them all. So if clean is your thing, this is it. This is how you spell it. I know it's going to be backwards, but it's with an F. F-A-R-M-A-S-I. So this is Farmasi. And I have some great tips for you. I do simple looks, so nothing too flashy, nothing too major. And I would love for you to subscribe. My link is listed below. Please message me if you want to be color matched. I would be glad to help you. This is a perfect chance for you to get your actual perfect color match. We have lots of different foundations and shades. So I'm going to use CC cream tonight. CC cream is color control. I have a lot of redness, as you can see. So this is what helps me the most. But I will start with some hydration. And for me, that is calendula cream. So you'll see Dr. C Tuna on all of our skincare products. He was the pharmacist that came up with our formulas, and so that's why it says that. The C Tuna family is very, very big in Turkey, and so it is an extremely impressive name. Kind of sounds funny over here to us, but huge deal over there. So this is deep hydration. I have normal to dry skin. Used to be a lot more dry than normal. But since I've been using Farmasi, I've gotten rid of most of my major dryness. But I keep using it because I do tend to go to the dry side more than the oily side. If you have oily skin, we have a great line for you as well. We have lots of skincare, guys. It's a whole video in itself, so maybe I'll do that next. So paying attention to my areas where I usually get the most dryness. You do your moisturizer first. Next, I'm going to go in with some primer. We have two to choose from. These are your choices. This is VFX Pro. Both of them are VFX. So this is a silicone primer, which is silver silicone. The moisturizing primer is a strobe cream primer, and it's purple. So it really depends on what your skin issue is. I have drier skin, so normally I would go with a purple, but I just like silicone. I'm just used to it. That's what I've used for so long. It looks like this. So you can just barely see it, but it is a regular, I would compare it to a Smashbox. That's what I used to use before I found this, and I love it. If you don't use a primer, you guys, I would suggest you try it. Your makeup will stay on longer. It will fill in some of those tiny lines that we have in our skin. So it allows your makeup to sit on top instead of sinking down, which avoids the caking and issues like that. So primer all over. I do two kinds of primer. Seems like a lot of steps, you guys. It only takes a few minutes though. You can knock this makeup out in no time. The next primer I'm going to use is for my eyes. I always prime my eyes since I've found this primer. It's fantastic. It comes in a little pot. I've been using mine for about 6 months, so I have to actually get a brush. Before that, I actually just use my finger, and sometimes I still do once I get it out. Especially for me, I have this vein that runs in on my eyelid, and it makes it discolored. And so you can see once you put them on, this just evens out your skin tone. So I always prime my eyes. You can stay right on the eyelid if you want to. I always go right into the corner over my whole eye. I like starting off that way, and I go all the way up to my brow bone. This just evens it out. And I mean, especially if you really want to do a pigmented shadow, this will keep your color on. It's fantastic, guys. It's unreal, the difference that it makes. So then you're just starting off with an excellent start. So we got our primers on. I keep a washcloth down in my lap, so you'll see me kind of using that from time to time. So now that you got that done, it only takes a few minutes. As you see, we've been going for about 5 minutes now. So there is no reason not to moisturize your face and to put some primer on. Especially moisturize. Always, always, guys. If your makeup doesn't have good skin to sit on, it's not going to be good no matter what the brand is. So once we do that, we're going to go in with some CC cream. I use a kabuki brush. Kabuki brush has a flatter top and it's a little firmer. It's not a soft, fluffy brush like my little softer ones. They just flex really easy. That's not the kind this is. This is a flat, stiffer one. And so I'm gonna put the CC cream right on top. Less is more with this, you guys. So if you're used to a lot of foundation, you do not need that much with this brand. It lasts you a long time. You don't need a lot. So I'm gonna put some pop on there. Move my hair back. Got these bright red ears because I just dried my hair. It just has such a nice, clean smell to it too. It's not overly fragranced at all. It's very good if you have allergies. I myself have allergies to shellfish, so I can't just walk in and grab whatever makeup off the store. A lot of people, a lot of cheaper companies especially, use different products and they'll just put different things in there. And they'll put fillers and all kinds of stuff, so you have to be careful with that. I'm gonna go right up close to my hairline. You can see immediately the difference. You guys, sometimes I stipple, sometimes I just flat out rub it into my face. It's okay, whichever way you wanna do it. You can also use a beauty blender. We have a great sponge. I actually dampened it because I'm gonna use it in a couple minutes on something else. It's a pink, it almost has a silicone feel to it. It's great. Pick that up under makeup, under accessories. So that is it. You can see it evens out my skin tone. It's wonderful, you guys. This, I can't just brag on it enough. I love CC cream. It is super, super affordable. Farmasi is a fantastic quality, but it has drugstore prices, you guys. CC cream is the foundation I use almost every day and is $16.90, I believe, $16. I mean, I would go into Ulta, spend over $100, get matched, get home, nothing looked right. I was orange or I was over pink, and it depends on what your tones are. If you want to be color matched, you just let me know. I'll be glad to color match you. Send me a message. We will get you in the right colors. We'll get you some makeup started, okay? So that is that part. I am going to do things a little bit different tonight. I'm going to use, that's light to medium. I didn't really say that. I'm 02, light to medium. I have a bit of a tan from the summer. So this is light, which is number 1. I'm going to take this and put it on my little blender, and I'm going to go just up under my eyes a little bit, almost in place of concealer, because I am in my 40s. So I don't want to overdo the whole concealer part, but I just want to blend that in a little and up my nose. Kind of gives a little bit more coverage right in that little trouble area that we have. Now, if you want to use a concealer, especially if you're younger, we have a fantastic one. It is going to be a full coverage concealer. And you'll see it, it's with a wand, or we have one in a lipstick form. So it looks like this. This is a beige color. If I was going to do it the way, especially like with the V and the highlight, I would use light ivory under those eyes. But once you get into your 40s, you tend to crease sometimes, even if you're trying to avoid it, it just happens. And so I don't do that. So I'm showing you my way. But you can definitely change that up a little bit according to your needs. Okay, so sticking with things, the CC cream, I will try and break down some of my videos as I go. I have lots of videos doing different ones. We have lots of foundations. If I wasn't using CC cream, I'd probably be wearing the VFX Pro foundation. This is one of my favorites. This one is our more expensive one. It's $24.90. Again, very reasonable. Full coverage. CC cream is going to be medium to full coverage, but nothing feels heavy. That is the major difference with this product. We're going to stick with the CC cream. This is CC powder. You see the different color swirls? Those are color correcting swirls. So you got different color tones that work on different products. So when you have redness or you have the dark circles, dark spots, that's what this powder helps blur those issues out. This is just a big brush that I got. It's just a CoverGirl brush, but I just love it. Farmasi has some great brushes. We just came out with them, so I'm still kind of using my old stuff. We have lots powders. It gets a little overwhelming. If I wasn't using the CC powder, then I would go in with my transparent powder, which is a white. It's just white. It doesn't offer any coverage as far as color goes, but it gives you a nice blur to you. So it's great. You can use that under your eyes as well. We'll break it down, powders and things like that. I can do a video where I can break down all the things that we have. It's just too many to put on one video. Next, I'm gonna work on my eyebrows. I use a couple of different things for my brows. I have some trouble spots. I'm missing fronts and my tails kind of drift off. And so I've got pretty decent brows in between, but the other two spots are kind of sparse. So I use a couple of different products for that. We have lots of options. I use a brow pomade. This is in number 01, brown. So that's the pomade. And then I also use a brow powder, which is this. And this is also number 1. So it's gonna look like a brown little powder. And I use a tiny brush for that. But I start with a Benefit. So this is Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. So I try not to use it except to just start. I just highlight with this and I do my pattern, so to speak, of how I want it to be. And then I go in and fill with my Farmasi products. I have just found that this is the combination that works best for me. When I try and do the whole pattern with my Farmasi products, I get a little darker than what I want sometimes. And the Benefit, the actual product name Benefit, it will rub off on me at times during the day. So I will end up losing that, whereas Farmasi stays all day long. So the combination seems to be the winner for me. So that's it. I just start the process with that, and then I go in with a little brush. This is a brush from Morphe. It's just a little bitty angled brush. I use it a lot. And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna dab some product. And I take my lid and use it to just kind of wipe off and get the amount that I want. So that's how I do it. I use it all the time that way. And again, I keep a washcloth so I can get anything that I don't want on there off. I take that same little angle and I go in with the powder. And now I'm just gonna draw it out. I have to use my mirror to help me, you guys, because it's hard to do in the phone, to do the recording. Now it starts off looking pretty dark. And all you have to do is take your brush. I'll show you in just a second. I have a brush and I kind of correct anything or soften it back up with that. Now I have hooded eyes, so you're not gonna see me do the nice tail downward because all of this right here kind of droops down already. And that happens as you age, or sometimes you're just born that way. So if you have that, you don't want to close your eye in. So I don't go all the way down with my tails. I kind of keep it outward a little. That's gonna give you more of an open look. And I like my brows a little darker than some people, and that's okay too. Makeup is all about what you want to do with it. I take my little brush, $2. It's an e.l.f. brush. I think I got it at Target. And I just go in and soften those lines a little so they don't look quite so drawn. Easy peasy, guys, easy peasy. Makeup does not have to be overly difficult. I am not a makeup artist. I do not claim to be. That's why my title is Simply. It's just Simply Stephanie. Just some nice looks that you also can recreate and make yourself more confident. All right? So, that's that. A little bit dark, but I think it'll do the job. We are going to do some contouring. Several ways you can do that too. I have lots of different things I'll show you as we go. Tonight we'll do some face sculpting. This is our face sculpting palette. Again, this is by Farmasi. So you've got two different sculpting options and a highlight, okay? So I take an angled brush. As soon as I find it, has a little bit of an angle to it, and I'm just going to dip it in that middle color. So we're going to go upward this way on your cheekbones, right up under. If you suck in your fish, do your fish face, put your brush right there, you're going to go right up under your cheekbones. What this is doing is it's adding some dimension back into your face. Because as you see, once you put your foundation on, you've kind of given yourself a really whited out, so to speak, palette. And that's good because you're covering up some flaws, but you also take all the dimension away. So we're adding some back in. We're going to go on our jawline. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, you guys. Don't be scared to contour. I don't do it as heavy as some people. I'm going to go right here on my forehead. It also has a lot to do with the shape of your face. So heart-shaped people need to do it a certain way. And if you just Google that, contour for my face shape, I'll try and put some on here too, some tips. But the cheeks are easy. Underneath your cheekbones is an easy one to do. And then I'm going to take a little brush. I have a brush that I use for that. I usually just squish the other one. And I'm going to go on my nose. So right here, I'm blessed with a little fuller nose. So you're going to go in and put the width a little smaller. Right? Narrow down that nose a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything major. It can just really make a difference though. And then I'm going to soften it. Now, if you feel like that you can't do it with a powder, or if you're concerned that you're going to overdo it with a powder, we also have a contour stick. It's great. It's a really good neutral color. Again, put the line and then just go to town with your blending and just blend it out. That way you know you're going to be in the right spot, right? You can just take that highlight and do a tiny bit of highlight just at the top. It's in that same color. Very lightly. I don't do much. Just a little bit. It's soft. It's just something soft there. I'll take my little blush brush and we will pick out a blush. I've kind of been stuck on a color called Fresh Peach. So the cool thing about Farmasi, let me find it. I have so many. There it is. The cool thing about Farmasi is that all of their blushes can be used as eyeshadows, and I do it all the time. So it's very versatile, guys. So this is Fresh Peach, and I'm just going to do it right here, just a little bit. So you're going kind of in between your highlight and where you did that contour. And it's not much. Just gives it a little something. You can see right there, it just brightens you up a little bit. So the background on Farmasi, because there's always this question, why is it so reasonably priced? Why is the prices lower, but you're claiming that the quality is high? And I promise you, if you get your hands on it, you will believe me. So this is part of the reasoning. Look at this packaging. So this packaging is just a simple little black, and there's no mirror in it, okay? Farmasi owns their manufacturer company. They manufacture themselves. There is no third party. So they don't have to send this off, wait on it to get made in another country or whatever, and then get it back to them and ship it to you guys. They make it all themselves. They own their own pharmacy. They own their own products. They own their own manufacturing. So they make it all themselves and then send it to us. And we get the cost for that. We get the price break. So it's not as high or fancy packaging, which I'm okay with. I would rather save the money and have the products be really good. And you don't have to have a mirror in every single little compact that I have. I have my mirror, and some of them do come with mirrors. The face sculpting, the larger palettes do come with one. So they'll have one. We have lots of different options. There's not as many eyeshadow palettes right now, but it is something that's coming out. They do promotional ones. This is the red, white, and blue that we did in July 4th. And I got it because I love this cranberry color. It really doesn't come out super red. It comes out more like a cranberry. I love it. It's great. So when you see a promotional deal, you want to jump on there and grab that. We also have another palette that you can contour with. It's called a peach palette. It has a contour shade. You can use a highlight, and you can also use it as a blush. All these can also be eyeshadows. Anything they have can be used both ways, you guys. Very, very versatile products. We're going to go with one of the eye trios. So this is Vintage Season, and it's got your 3 color choices right there. One of the things I like about it is that even if you don't do a lot of makeup, you can make this work because you know these 3 are going to blend together because they're made to be together, okay? So normally we're going to start with a transition color, which is going to be a shade or 2 darker than your actual skin tone. And it's going to be just mostly starting building. I'm going to use a bigger brush. This is a Morphe 504. So you can get cheaper brushes for sure, but I do feel like sometimes quality is in the price. So for brushes, I think that you should spend a little bit of money and get some nice brushes. We have 2 great kits at Farmasi, and I also love Morphe brushes. I like the Jaclyn Hill and the Morphe as well. I'm holding down on the lower end of my brush, and I just do circles on the outer corner and then inward. Now, if you don't have any kind of a hooded eye, you can go as much in the crease as you want to. You're going to see me work above the crease simply because I do have hooded eyes. So if I put it all in the crease, you won't see it when I open my eye. All your color will be lost. So that's the reason I'm going to focus a little higher. This is what works for my eyes, but if you have a natural non-hooded eye, then I would just stick in the crease. So I'm doing the windshield wiper and the circles. And this just starts you off, right? So you never want to start off really heavy. You want to build up. And you can just keep adding to it as you need it. Or you can stop when you feel like you've gotten to that point. So this is just a really pretty transition color. And again, this is called Vintage Season. So this is fantastic colors. Very pretty pigments, very pretty. So I just blend all that out. I don't want any harsh lines. So I'll just blend that, blend it, blend it, blend it. And then I'll go down on my lid a little bit with what's left on my brush. Just a little. I don't want to leave it naked. Right? Now I'm going to dip in. I'm going to go to a smaller brush for my darker color. A little bit more concentrated where I want it. And I'm going to go with the reddish color on that Vintage Season palette. And I'm going to stay over here. And I'm just going to swirl back and forth. Just a little bit. And I'm going to kind of come down. Now again, because I have hooded eyes, I'm going to kind of stay upward. I'm not going to go down because I don't want it to close off my eye even more. So I'm in the crease and I'm above the crease because if I open my eye, I want you to still be able to see that color. This is a really pretty color palette and it works for brown eyes, for blue eyes, for hazel. Some colors don't work for all, but most you can just do a lighter version of them and use any colors you want to, no matter what your eye color is. I'm gonna blend this a little bit more. You guys, I found Farmasi probably, I guess it's been about 6 months ago now. And I didn't used to wear a lot of makeup, but I just got into it and I just love it. It's just fun. I found a lot of confidence in learning to do my makeup. And I didn't do makeup as much at first. I didn't contour. I just put on one color eyeshadow and just went on. And nothing's wrong with any of that. That is great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to do it heavy. You don't have to wear different colors. You don't have to do blending the same way. You can get one color and do it all over and be just fine. It's just add to it if you want to, you know, the contour, but don't be afraid to try something new. So this is a little bit darker than what I usually wear. My favorite palette is Vice Brown. This is Vice Brown. I love this color in the middle. It's just beautiful. So I'll do another video on that one. But Vintage Season is very pretty too. Kind of a darker color. And I'm just blending just to make it a little softer. You can always go back in, and I usually grab my powder at this point and I kind of go back in and clean up that edge a little bit. Just go upward and just kind of clean up that and if you have any fallout. If you're doing something very smoky or very pigmented, you may want to put your eyes on first and then do your foundation so you don't lose and have any fallout underneath. It's never a bad idea either. So I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a lighter color on my lid and in the corner. For this, I use a little bitty brush, just a little flat one. This is Vanilla Diamond, has a little bit of sparkle to it, hence the name. So I'm gonna go in the corner and I'm gonna go on my brow bone. Now you can go all the way across, but for a hooded eye, I'm gonna stick to the outside because again, I'm wanting to draw my eye open more so we don't have any more of the closed off, right? And then I might do a little on the lower lid, just to be a nice contrast from your mascara. Just to soften it up a bit. I like that, guys, I like it. So our mascara just came out. We have lots of mascaras. We have lots of price range. So Zen is fantastic. It's $8.90. It's a wonderful everyday mascara. Wonderful. Has lots of different wands. The Zen wand is great for 2 different wand levels on it. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but the top one is longer and the bottom is very short for the lower lashes. So that's fantastic to have that option. But for $8.90, wonderful mascara. You can't beat it. It's what I used for months and months and months until I found this guy. This is deep black. I think it's $14.90 and I really like the wand. It's a nice thick one. I have baby lashes, so I need all the help I can get. So we just launched a new mascara called Double Lash Extend. And this is it. And it has 2 different tops on it, okay? So we're going to go over how to do that. The first thing I'm going to do before I do that is I'm going to set my makeup with Time Locker spray. So if you've been watching me for any time at all, setting spray is a big deal in your makeup, okay? I know that it's like, there's all kinds of different versions of setting spray. This is $10.90. You will never regret buying it. My makeup stays on all day, even though I wear a mask. It is the best money you can spend. Now, your mascara is not waterproof, but it will not necessarily run. It's just water resistant. But I just spray my setting spray first and then go right back in and do my mascara after. And that just makes sure everything stays where it should. So that's what we're gonna do. It only takes a couple of minutes for that to dry, and then your makeup is set. And I mean set. There's also lots of tips and trades for going in there and kind of putting on the setting spray first if you have problems with it sliding off your face. But give it a shot, do your primer, and do your setting spray if you're having that problem at all, and it will make a difference, I promise. We're gonna curl these lashes really quick, and then I'm gonna show you this 2-step process. So this is an eyelash curler. It is also available under accessories on makeup. So you're gonna just capture those little lashes and give them a good squeeze. Hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds each side. Just give a little bit of curl to what, I don't have naturally curly long lashes like some people do. And I've tried the falsies, but I'll just tell you, I wear contacts. Sometimes it feels like I have spiders on my face when I do it. So we're gonna go with the top one is length. I don't know if you can see that or not. You're gonna hold the pink and you're gonna twist the top one first. We're gonna go in with length first. This elongates your lashes. And what you're gonna see is it's gonna come out and it's gonna take off a whole lot of the product. So it's gonna leave just a little bit. As you can see, my lashes don't have much right now. So we're gonna give this a shot. Prepare to be amazed. So this is just, I did it for the first time this morning and I was kind of stunned. And I didn't take good pictures and I should have. Because wowza. This is just length, you guys. Can you see? It really is sucking it to it. I'm gonna go on the lower lashes. I will not do my lower lashes with the next step because I don't need that double look on those. I just keep that. I'm gonna go into my product one more time for the next set. And again, you'll hear it. It kind of pulls off the excess with the little piece in there, but you can see the difference. Look at both my lashes. Can you see the difference? It's pretty impressive. We're gonna go to the bottom and kind of wiggle up, giving that length. I'm kind of picky about my lashes. I don't like the clumped look. I don't like the effect of it being super clumpy. So you have a choice on this one. You can stop right here if you wanted to. This is already a beautiful look for every day. So, I mean, you don't even have to do the second coat if you don't want to. But we're gonna tonight. So you put that back in, close it up, okay? Hold this piece pink, the pink piece. You're gonna see it says volume on it. So when this one comes out, it's gonna come out way easier because it's gonna be the thickness to the volume. It's still one wand, it's just the tube on the inside, and you can see the tube is right here. That is what the other piece comes out of. Now I'm gonna take some of the product off because again, baby lashes is what I own. So I don't want it to be so much that it clumps up because I would much rather have baby lashes than have clumpy mascara. And then we're gonna put this on top of it. And this is your volume. So you took and you made those lashes nice and long. Now you're gonna make them nice and thick. And this is a big deal, you guys. When my lashes are this big, maybe I'll just touch the bottoms just a little bit. Not a lot because they just can't handle it, guys. They just can't handle it. And that's it. Big difference. Big difference. And I just love it. I'm gonna take my mirror so I can see. And I just take an empty, clean brush and I just kind of separate them a little. If you're having any issues with them sticking. That's what my little empty brush is for. And I just kind of separate any guys that are together. This mascara does not flake on me. I have not had any of those issues today. It just was looking good. I was pretty happy with it. And it lasted until I came home and took it off. Now you do need to take it off with some makeup remover. We have some great ones. So you just look that up under skincare product, under cleansers, and you will not regret making those purchases. They are great products. Pretty happy, you guys, pretty happy. It's pretty impressive. We're gonna end with some lips. We're gonna do a BB cream. Yes, I think this is my, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a liner. So we have lots of liners and lots of lipsticks. It's so much, you guys. I would love to be able to spend some more time with you. We will try and break it down as we do videos. We're gonna line. Now I have full lips, so I don't really have to do too much in that department. But if you don't have full lips, you can overline, especially your Cupid's bow, which is right here. And you can also line on your lips a little more. Some people have a really good natural lip color to their lips. Mine is very pale. So I tend to line my lips pretty heavier. That way if my lipstick comes off during the day or as I wear my mask, sometimes my liner will stay better than just the lipstick will. So that color, I didn't even tell you, I'm so sorry, is 201. That is a lip liner in 201. This is BB cream. We have a BB and a CC. So this is BB lipstick. It is their BB Nudes. They have catalog, you guys. You can also pick those up on the website. And I will show you, see if I can find this lipstick really quick. We have lots of eyeliners. We have waterproof eyeliners. We have lip plumper. We have lip conditioner. These are BB Nudes is what it is. Sorry, I smacked that one. This is Soft Kiss 02. That's what this is. And this is the completed look, you guys. I'm pretty happy with it. I like that lipstick. It's not too in your face. It's not too pinky. It's not too peachy. It's just right. Goldilocks would be so happy. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe and come back and see me. Get in my messenger. Send me an email, you guys. I want to hear from you. Comment below and I'll be glad to help you out. I'm also on Facebook, so I do Facebook videos there. But please come back and catch me again. If you have anything that you want to see, let me know. Shoot me a message. Let's get together. Come try out Farmasi. You will not regret it. It is worth every penny and it is the most reasonable products that you can find. You're going to really be happy that you found this channel and this product. All right. I hope you guys have a good day. See you next time.